Greetings, everyone. This is Jerry from Ebbets Field coming to you from isolation, and this is my first attempt at making a video all by myself, so pardon the low production values, but here we go. I wanted to reach out because I got so many wonderful email responses to my last video, really, really heartfelt, and I did spend almost a full day responding to each and every one. And I wanted to read maybe 2 or 3 of them in a few minutes. But I wanted to thank all of you for responding. I really do think of this as a community, and this crisis we're all in together has proved it. And, we got through March. I hope you got through March okay, too. I think April is going to be a tough month. And, what we're doing is trying to the best of our ability to keep going. We like everybody else, are applying for some of these small business loans that will help keep our people working and on staff to the extent possible. We've got a lot of great employees, and they've been with us for many, many years. And really, they are the backbone of everything we do. So we're doing our best to stay open. And as soon as things normalize and we can come out with new products again and get back to completely normal operations, we will. But anyway, I just thought I would share a few things with you that were on my mind. I like to start my day with the New York Times, and I looked at the obituaries today, and a woman named Harriet Glickman died. She was 93, and if you have never heard of Harriet Glickman, don't worry, because I hadn't either, but she was a school teacher. And in 1968, after the assassination of Dr. King, she wrote a letter to Charles Schulz, who created the Peanuts comic strip, and said that if he would include an African-American character in the Peanuts gang, that would go a long way to repairing race relations and a very damaged country at that time. And he took this letter to heart, and he introduced the character of Franklin into Peanuts. You probably can't see it too well, but the obituary had the first Peanut strip with Franklin in it. Seems like a very, very small or maybe even token step today, but at the time it was a major thing, and Schultz got a lot of pushback. It was very controversial. A lot of people were upset with him, but pretty soon the controversy faded, and Franklin just became another normal one of the Peanuts gang. So I think it's small steps like that that are very meaningful, and that was inspiring to me to read today. Let's move on to some of the emails I received. There were so many great ones that there's not enough time to share, but I'm going to try to get through a few of them really quickly. This is from Anthony in Baltimore, 20-year-old customer. Saying, hang in there. When the country gets moving again, you'll be rewarded for being the benchmark when it comes to quality products, and especially since it is made in USA. Many, many more people will be drawn to supporting good companies like yours, American companies they can trust. Well, thanks, Anthony. We really appreciate that, and we hope that that's true. I love this one. This is from Jenny Brandow in Wayne, Nebraska. And Jenny says, this past year I met the man of my dreams, watched The Natural for the first time, and discovered Ebbets Field Flannels. Needless to say, during this difficult time, I'm so thankful for all the blessings in my life, but especially the recent ones. I want to say thank you for bringing so much joy to this loving relationship I have with my boyfriend, Dwayne. These Knights hats are a reminder of how delightful the game of baseball is, and that second chances are possible. Dwayne and I were given a second chance at finding true love, and it is the most beautiful experience ever. We will continue to support your business for years to come. From Wayne, Nebraska, we are staying positive and holding on to our love and faith during this pandemic. And Jenny included a picture of a pickup game of baseball from 1909. So that was sweet and lovely, and I know what you mean, Jenny, about second chance and love. So that was kind of special to me. We got one more here from Finland, and I travel a lot And one of the things that I really miss about being in this situation is not being able to just get on a plane and go somewhere. And you know, it's amazing the things you take for granted when you can't do them anymore. And travel is one of them. But it happens that I was in Helsinki in May and walked out of my hotel one day, and the first person I saw was wearing one of our caps. So I always love it when I'm overseas and see somebody wearing our stuff. It's really inspiring. So Paul from Finland says, hello from Finland. Thank you very much for your kind email. Appreciate your concern and appreciation for precious life, as you mentioned. Also appreciate you personally have made a video presenting yourself with the message. Hope you and your family and company are well. I am a Finn who found your company years back on the internet. I have followed your company and products for years and always liked your products. And I've once been to Seattle, and I have relatives in Washington who originally lived on Puget Island on the Columbia River. There are plenty of people with Finnish heritage there. Well, that's certainly true. There are. And Finland, he points out, has a version of baseball they call Pesäpallo. And it's the national game of Finland. They have a national league for men and women and also youth leagues. I did read about Pesäpallo when I was in Finland. I didn't get a chance to see it. It was I didn't see any games, but very, very interesting, the varieties of baseball around the world. So thanks, Paul, from Pori, Finland. I appreciate that very much. I'll try to, maybe next week I'll read some more of these because they're great. I mostly just wanted to thank you, our customers, because if you weren't with us in this, you know, we wouldn't have a business, we wouldn't have a company. And I always used to like to say that Ebbets was not just a business, it was a community. But this crisis has really proved that we are indeed a community. And I know you guys out there may be going through some things that are even more difficult than what we're going through here. And our hearts are with you, and we thank you. And please keep in touch. Please keep writing. And like I always say, we'll be together again soon.